What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes, as I promised you guys, Larry Holmes has said a lot of things as far as the Deontay Wilder fight. Of course, I made an earlier video, and I promised you guys that I would tell you the rest of what he was referring to, and he had this to say. He said this also, okay? And he was mentioned, he said that he said, of course, he didn't jab enough, okay? But he said Wilder didn't train properly, or he was overtrained because he had no energy. You know, he has worked with guys. He has guys working with him in his corner that still need to take lessons in boxing. There's a lot of things that I thought he should have done, but he didn't do it. Mark Breland needs to learn how to teach people. Okay, he didn't put any water on top of his head to keep him cool. Wilder is bleeding out of his ear. He didn't put anything in there to get the blood out of there. Wilder probably had an equilibrium problem because of it. Just nobody was telling him anything. I would tell him, hey man, you got to jab. He doesn't know how to jab. He's got to learn how to throw punches and just get the guy. He's got to learn how to throw punches and just get the guy out of there. Holmes, of course, was a master jabber, and he's seen a lot of things, and that is a good point. And of course, we know the rest because I covered the rest. Now, I wanted to talk about that because, as far as I know, Mark Breland was the guy that did pull the plug. He was the guy that did save Deontay Wilder for further beating, you know, for further assault. And this made sense, and this is consistent with what people were saying about Wilder, okay? He needs to learn how to throw punches, combination punches, and he didn't know any of that. It was almost like, that's my trick pony, okay? My one trick pony didn't work. It didn't work, and now I'm paying for it because I didn't learn anything else, because I haven't practiced anything else. Now, he was talking about Mark Breland, he didn't do anything to keep him cool. That is true. What happens in a lot of fights that are fighters taking punishment? The first thing they throw a rag at him. They take a sponge. They submerge his head to keep him cool, to calm him down so he won't deplete all of his water out, right? And like I said earlier, he didn't train properly anyway because you could tell. You could tell the jump rope, the running, and he didn't do any of that. Then you can tell that it was showing in his performance, okay? Because his performance was piss poor. And coming from a master jabber like Larry Holmes was regarded as Muhammad Ali's ugly sparring partner. But he learned a lot about Ali. He learned from the punch, from the waist. He learned how to jab. It's consistent because Lennox Lewis was trying to show Deontay Wilder, hey, you got to jab this way. He was teaching him outside this apartment complex years ago. And he was trying to teach this guy how to jab. And Deontay really didn't know. And you could tell he was learning as he was watching Lennox Lewis. You know, so the question is, along with Larry Holmes saying, these guys in his corner, they need to be trained how to train. They have to know what they're doing. You know, and then a guy that with the experience of Larry Holmes, like I said, he's not one of my favorite, but you can't take anything away from what he said, because he knows by experience what you need to do in certain type of protocol situations. And I do think they didn't know what to do because they never been in that situation before. They never been there with Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder's never been there. Okay, he's knocked down one time by Sconiers, which they totally erased that from, and to this day, people still think he's never been down except for Tyson Fury. That's how much they've kept Deontay Wilder, this guy that's never been to the canvas, or this guy that can't be possibly knocked down because he's just bronze and he's just so tough. No, he's been down before. But these guys were ignorant when it came to Deontay Wilder being in a situation he was in. Nobody knew shit. You know what I mean? The only thing that someone did smart was Mark Breland stopping him and pulling him out of there. That was the smartest thing he could have done because he wasn't even prepared to fight back. Teddy Atlas said it himself. Deontay Wilder can't fight. I keep telling people that. I keep saying that. Deontay Wilder cannot fight. He can punch. With what? With his right hand. You remember my video. If you guys haven't seen it, Deontay Wilder, the one-handed champion. Or the one-arm champion. Right? He's that for a reason because he doesn't throw anything else. He doesn't put punches together because he loads up on a big punch. You see that? That there. He just needs to do that because there ain't nothing in the left. Okay, so let's just be real. And I think Larry Holmes is on to something. He's right. I mean, this guy needs to learn how to box. And I don't know if he's going to, I don't really know if they can teach him this quickly how to do certain things if he's in this situation because I don't think they know. But anyway, I'll leave the link below. You guys tell me what you think about what Larry Holmes had to say. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.